Hello my friends, this is Sherry. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. I'm so glad you're here. I finished this little journal that we worked on yesterday and I showed you on Friday also. In case you saw one of those videos or both those videos, this is the journal. And I have a little flip through for you today. And a little goodie envelope, which we'll look at in a minute. But let me do a little flip through here. So this is created from a vintage Beatrix Potter book, a little one. It's about a little over 4 inches wide and the length is about 5 3/4. I created this tie closure from, sorry, someone came in the door. I created this tie closure from the same fabric that was on the spine. So let me take that off. And then here's a little book. It was in pretty much perfect shape, like no one ever read it or something. I found it at a thrift store. Everything in here is original, from my stash. And so here's the fabric, 3 signatures, and I did add a little rickrack here, in case you haven't seen that, on the front and back. So let's open her up here. I used some of the pages from the book in here, and so I'll show you what I did with those, but this was the original inside here. So cute. So of course I didn't want to cover that up, and this page of course goes well because it was from the book and one of the first pages in the book. Little pocket here made out of the same fabric. I used the same fabric from the spine throughout the journal. And in case you didn't see my video yesterday, this is backed with a book page to make it nice and sturdy. So I wanted to kind of, I like to back my fabric if I can, if I remember to, for my journals and pockets and whatever I use fabric on. Same with like lace or crochet type things that I might use for a pocket. I like to, if I can, if it's fabric you can back something with, or I mean more like a crochet that you can back something with. I like to back it so it makes it more sturdy. So that's what that is. And then I have 2 little pieces in here. This is a little tag that I had made from my stash. And then this is a little, I made a few journaling cards. In case you didn't see my video yesterday, I made a few journaling cards on that video from the book pages, and this is one of them. And I backed them with pink or blue cardstock. This is the pink, of course. So those are super cute, and nice writing spots, or you can always make tuck spots out of those too. Let me put that in the back there. And I have, in case you didn't notice, a lot of I decorated some paper clips here. So, and this is the tag you just saw, but I decorated some paper clips, so you will see those as we go through. This is some pom-pom trim here. You might want to look at if you didn't see my video from yesterday, you might want to look at that too. It describes some of the things I made, things like that. Page here with tag that I made from one of the book pages. This one has the blue cardstock and some of that fabric. This piece right here, I think it was this piece that would inspire me to use some of these on paper clips. I was using the fabric, you know what I mean, and cutting and doing things with the fabric for this journal, and I ended up with a little scrap like this, and I immediately put it to the side and thought that would be perfect for a little tag topper. So I made sure I kept track of it so I could put it in here. But yeah, that worked out well. Where was it? Right here, I think. And this little paper clip. Yeah, so I lightly decorated. Here's a little tab. I have 3 of these tabs in one in each signature, and it's a little tab made from scraps where I sew them together. I usually sew like 3 pieces together to make a little page decoration or whatever you want to use these for. I used them in this journal for tabs, and this is actually a piece of fabric right here instead of paper. I had thrown that in my pile of things I was sewing together, so that turned out, I think they turned out really cute, and I like how they make the perfect little tab. You can make them longer, shorter, whatever you want to do, but this was a smaller one, so I used it there. This is from a garden book. Here, this page, let's see, is it 2 pages? Oh, wait a minute, there we go. This is from a garden book, it was like a little garden journal where you plan your garden. So this is graph paper on the back, you know, where if you want to draw out your card, and it just had some pretty pictures in there too. This is matte paper from, I think this piece is from an atlas. So that's a pretty center page. And then here's a little carrot button that I put in here for the center on the string to decorate the strings. Back half of that first signature. Here is a tag, or a journaling card more like. It's backed with, what is this? Some kind of vintage looking paper. I don't remember what that is. It's kind of neat looking though. It's, I really don't remember. I made this a little while ago. I got a few things from my stash that I had already made, you know. I really have to do that because it's, you know, getting out of hand because I keep making stuff. And I keep putting it in journals, but I'm really trying to put more and more into the journal so I can, you know, relieve my craft room a little bit. Here's a little tag. We had made this together on a video where I was using these little circular pieces that look like, I think they're ice cream toppers, and I had received them in Happy Mail. It didn't look like they were ever used, like the little tab wasn't bent or anything, but anyway, they were really fun to make little tags out of them. So that's what that is. And then here I have one of these in each signature, a little like a decoration. The background is felt, and then that one on top piece on top is a little piece from the Dollar Tree trims that I had picked up. So this one's a bunny, a gingham bunny. Here I made a little strip here of, I'm calling it fabric ribbon, that same fabric. So this is, I was just using my ideas of how I use fabric in journals, and it kind of was a spin-off from Friday from Stash to Treasure, where I was using some fabric, and I just kind of continued on. This is a flip-up made out of fabric, or you could call it a tip-in, because I have attached it with a hinge here. I backed it with a page from the book, and this is that same fabric. A couple of little playing cards here that I thought would be fun. This one has a bunny on it, so, you know, staying with the little Beatrix Potter theme there. And if there was any white pages, like this scrapbook paper, it was white on the back. I usually try to coffee dye, or I have some spray, different colored sprays I keep here in my craft room, and whenever I have a white page, I do put some kind of color on it. So that's what this is. It's dyed with food coloring spray. Here's a little tag, or journaling card made from the book pages from this book, and this is the little paper clip here. Yeah, I'm trying to see where I am. Okay, and then onto this page here, and a little, one of the decorations with the chick on it, and the felt, backed with the felt there. Do I have two pages stuck together here, or just okay, yeah, I do. Okay, so that's the little page with the chick. And then this is some computer, whenever you see this right here, there's a couple different ones in here. It's computer paper. You know how you see those? If you go thrifting, I see them often, kind of. And I kind of look to see if it's something I can use in my journal. Usually it depends on what's on it, but this one I did spritz on the back too. It was white on the back. Little journaling card made from one of the book pages. And a paper clip. This one has the felt on it from the Dollar Tree package of felt that I had picked up. I showed it to you yesterday. It's the one with the kind of yellowish orange and the polka dots. And I wanted to see if I could if it was too thick, and it didn't. Because it's a thin felt, it actually worked out very well on this paper clip. It wasn't too, you know, if it was a thicker felt, you wouldn't really be able to do that, you know, loop very well that you put on these to make the paper clip. But since it was a thin felt, it did work out. So that is another way I can use that felt that I picked up. And you can, of course, you know which pages are from this book, the ones with the bunnies on them, right? This is the second signature. So in the middle of this signature, I have the bunny here, bunny button. These buttons I received in Happy Mail. And I was saying yesterday, if you wanted to move these around, this is bound with wax thread, this journal. So that knot that is back here is easy to untie if you want to. All I do if I want to ever untie a wax thread knot is use my pokey tool or my awl, and I kind of just stick it into the knot and kind of just loosen it up and untie it. If I ever need to untie a knot that is made from wax thread, it just kind of loosens up and you can untie it. And so this is the back half of the signature. Here I have a file folder just kind of folded over this page that I had made from, it's kind of like made from a file folder, but I made just like a little mini file folder here out of a file folder. You can see it's backed here, kind of like it's a book page, and then a little decoration, a little tab there. I think I made that on video, maybe you saw it. So cute, right? You can use that however you wish. You can glue it down as a pocket or write inside like a journaling card. Here's the second tab. I talked about, the first one, and there's one in each signature. Sewn from scrap. So this is the tab here on this page. This is scrapbook paper, like cardstock scrapbook paper. Rick rack here. I put some kind of trim in each signature too. Like the first one had the pom-pom. This one has the rick rack. And this is a little cluster here made from the fabric that I've been using in this journal. And there's a little star button on top of it there. This is the back page of this second signature where I have a fabric pocket, again backed with that book page from this book, and a little journaling card made from one of the pages. This one's backed with blue cardstock. This is a little booklet here. We made these together not too long ago. Maybe you remember that video. So I put one in here. And then this little flower I put in here. You can use that to decorate something if you'd like. It's cardstock. I think it's made from a greeting card. The actual flower, I punched it out of a greeting card I was repurposing and just added this little tag here, little decoration. So that, yeah, I had that like that. Third signature here, I started off with a page from the book, and then scrapbook paper. This is scrapbook paper from my shop. That's a digital. I printed it out. I coffee dyed it, and this is my own. Some linens that I have. I think I still probably have them, and I made a digital, and that's one of the pages. This one has a little decoration here, the little felt decorations I've been showing you. This one has the carrot on it. Another one of those garden pages with the graph on the back, the grid. This is a little, like a coin envelope. Here's another paper clip here, decorated with the fabric. This is a little decorated coin envelope, and in here I have a cigarette card that I made from my own cigarette cards, and I backed it with some cardstock so that you can do something with, use it for journaling space, decoration, whatever you want to do. Oh, I had it like this. Another fabric ribbon here. This is scrapbook paper, flash card, vintage. The atlas paper in the middle of this one, and on these strings I have a carrot. First and third signature have the carrot. Second signature has the bunny, and those are all buttons. Here's the trim in this signature with the pom-pom. Here is the tab in this signature. I really like how this turned out. And so we're on the back half of the third signature here. Garden page, my linens. These are two little flip-ups that I made from the fabric backed with book page, and they're just on little hinges, so you have writing space here, and you can make this into writing space. Like I'm going to let whoever gets this decide what they want to do here. Do they want to put a little piece of paper there, or cardstock, whatever, and make that into a writing space, or they could put a picture or a memento, or just whatever, wherever their imagination leads them. I'm going to let them decide what goes there. And then the very back page here has a belly band made from one of the book pages with a little, Beatrix Potter creatures there, and another journaling card made from a book page. So that is it. That was a fun little journal to create, and I had a lot of fun with that. And then I guess I showed you all the views, right? Did I? I'm not sure. But it really turned out cute. And here's an envelope here with the goodies. So I put all the extra pages in here from the book that I didn't use, and I'll show you that in just a second. Let's see, did I get everything out of there? So I have, there's quite a few pages left still. I tried to use them all, but there were just, you know, plenty of pages in there. So you have some with pictures, some with words, and you can see they're together here. You could use them for this journal. You can cut them up, make tags or journaling cards, or use them in another journal. Make whatever you want. You can even make a little cards with these. Just let your imagination be your guide, but still some cute little pages here that I didn't use. They're cute, aren't they? I love Beatrix Potter books. That's a cute one. I love it. So cute. And then these are, I think these just have text on them. And this one is the title page with the copyright on the back, which is, let's see, where is it? No, not 1904. It says 1904 in here, but it's not 1904. It is on here somewhere. Here it is, 1986. There it is, right under the 1904. It says 1986. This impression, 1986. So that's the pages left from the book. Here's a recipe that you can use. I put some of my smaller bridge score sheets in here, since this is a small journal. Oh, and here's the dust cover, the original dust cover from this book. So I kind of wanted to cut it up and do something with it, but then I didn't, so I thought, let me just put it here. Whoever gets this, it's only right for whoever gets the journal to have that. And then, let's see, some little note papers, since, you know, again, staying small for this journal. So little pieces like this, pretty little note papers that you can put in here. This is a little house note paper. Isn't that cute? And let's see, what is this? Oh, this is another page. Let me put that with the pages. That's separated there. And, oh, here's a little piece where I made the belly band. Here's the other half of that page. So I put that in there. Some little pieces of the cardstock I used to back the journaling cards, the pink and blue. These were on my desk or on my table here when I was done, so I put those in there. A little piece of the fabric that I used throughout and on the spine. Oops, here's another little piece here. That one and this little piece was there, so this could be a little tab or whatever. Glue that down somewhere. Some tickets, pink to match things, the spring vibe in this journal. Here's another little strip. Little scraps I had at the very end as I was cleaning up. I just had these little pieces, so I put them in here. You never know what someone might want to use those for. Even a little pom-pom here that I had to cut off. That was extra from when I put the pom-pom in there. I cut a piece and then it was a little bit too long, so I had to cut that piece off. So you can always just cut this little string off and put that down like on something as a decoration. Or it does have, let's see, is this a little loop? This is a little loop here. You could actually put a pin through there and make it a little dangle or a little, like almost like a little charm. And then these little pieces of felt I had left, I was going to use these, and then I did not. So a little blue one there that's cut with my pinking shears, and these two little round pieces here. So little pieces you can decorate with. And that will all come in this pink envelope, which you can use as an envelope, or you can use it as paper. You can even cut that up and make journaling spots or whatever pages, Cut this right here, separate the back from the front, and you have a nice piece of pink paper. And even the flap you can glue down, cut it off, and use it as a tuck spot somewhere, So yeah, that's even something you can use as paper or an envelope. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed making it and working on it this week. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to get started on my next project, so stay tuned for that. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I will let you know. And have a great day. See you later, and happy crafting. Move that over so you can see it there. All right. See you later.